When you're in the room, what do you see that we don't see on TV? Is there sort of a psych out that's going on from certain people? Sort of, half the room's giving you a death stare, the other half of the room's going, it's okay, it's okay. What could you see that we didn't on telly? Because you were in the room for Hexet.
Yeah. First, it was really lovely that everybody there who was behind Pete, almost everybody, was somebody who had served with Pete. Guys who had been on the front lines with him and absolutely loved him. There were a couple of translators that helped Pete's unit out in Afghanistan, who Pete was incredibly helpful to when the whole disastrous withdrawal happened, who decided to show up. They were front row, both of these guys standing there for Pete Hegseth, and a ton of family members as well, of course. But then what I noticed over on the Senate, semicircle in front of us, the dais, was how pathetic some of these actors were. Like Elizabeth Warren running over to Tim Kaine, like, good job. Good job. And then he'd be like, you too. Like little schoolgirls, like, oh, did I? And then a couple of them, like Blumenthal, their hands were shaking. They were so nervous. It was ridiculous. I'm like, would you get it together? You as senator, tried to be cool. Those were some of the dynamics that I thought were most interesting. I thought Pete seemed relaxed for him, far more so than your average nominee because he has had a lifetime on television. So as you well know, it gets easier the more you do it, and the red light becomes a lot less scary the number of times you've sat in front of it. And for me personally, just on a personal note, it was kind of strange, Paul, to sit there and see all the members of the press, the photogs, clamor into the room, sit down right underneath the dais. So like they were photographing the senators just by doing this, click, click, like behind, just click, click, like in their face. And then they'd bring their cameras down and turn them on Pete and sort of the rest of us and, take us. And I appreciated that because while I was there as a guest of Pete and Jen, I never want to get so high and mighty or connected or whatever that I forget I have more in common with those people there than those people up there on that semicircle. Those are my people, the guys with the cameras, not those people up above them doing their little high fives over how they tried to get Pete.